Welcome to the new sound of Rockland. RocklandWorldRadio.com. Exciting online TV and radio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Welcome to the new sound of Rockland. RocklandWorldRadio.com. Exciting online TV and radio. Watch and listen to what you've been missing. Broadcasting independent music, art, and culture. From the world of pop to poetry, classical to cutting edge. Movies, comedy, jazz, jams, rock and roll baby, interviews, information, and event listings. Join the revolution. It's not just radio, it's Rockland World Radio. RocklandWorldRadio.com.
Everyone, you've reached Rockland World Radio, the NMS Youthology Hour. We have a special guest on the stage today, Justyn Brodsky.
How you guys doing? Oh, it's Brodsky.
Brodsky, I'm
it's
sorry.
It's all right. Close enough. All right. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Can you tell us about your company? You know, we get to find out who the real CEO is of the company.
How you guys doing, by the way?
On the table, though, could you make room for him at the table?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
No problem. We're gonna make a little huddle here. Excellent.
This is the microphone. Yes.
Cool. I like it. It's cute. It's sort of like one of those entrees that it's kind of like an Olive Garden where you just kind of put the basket of breadsticks.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
It's kind of like that studio thing, just not the breadsticks.
Right.
So I kind of like the theme of that. That's what it reminded me of.
That's pretty cool.
It's like the Olive Garden for the radio.
I love nostalgia.
Yes.
I love it.
Me too.
That's my thing. So this is why I've always been at this theater all these years. You know, I might have been in a past life somebody else or whatever, you know. So I like nostalgia.
I definitely believe that. I was once somebody, you know, the past life thing.
Yeah.
I definitely have that same nostalgic feeling.
Same thing, yeah.
No matter what it is. So absolutely. You know what I mean? I definitely think I was somebody else a long time ago, and hopefully that was somebody important. And if I wasn't, maybe I will be now.
Absolutely.
So I think it's what's going on right now that matters, and what goes on in the next life, that's to be determined.
That's right.
I hope I'm at least still playing guitar in the next one.
That's awesome.
The musical talent is definitely something that is God. It's a gift from God, and something that is. It's like a feeling you can't get from anything. There's no mind or mood altering substance out there that gives it to you like music does. I'm telling you right now. It's like I always tell people, music is the drug of choice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so, what has inspired you to be an artist? What made you feel that you had to become an artist in this lifetime?
Well, it was kind of being forced into it. It was like a product of my environment, you know what I mean?
Okay.
My father was in a Columbia Records band, and I was surrounded with a drum set in the living room, guitars all over the walls, a small little reel-to-reel studio in the spare bedroom, my father's band rehearsing downstairs, records playing all day and all night, traveling to every beach on the east and west coast, seeing this band, seeing that band. So basically music is being embedded into my brain, and you soak up everything like a sponge when you're a kid. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, strictly, product of your environment. So it's just like I learned the English language. Like most people ask me, it's like, you don't remember when you couldn't speak English, right? Well, same thing goes for me. I don't remember when I couldn't play guitar. Or the drums. Or I play 5 instruments. I don't just play one.
Wow.
So I do guitar, bass, classical, piano, vocal, composition, and drums.
Isn't that awesome?
And you sing.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah, and I have pictures of me on my Facebook and all my little and my Twitter and everything of my little. I was born a really platinum blonde hair.
I saw those pictures.
Yeah, me on the drum set with the headphones, listening to Skinner and Sly and the Family Stone and
cool.
A lot of the classic rock stuff, Zeppelin, that my dad put me onto, and then just what was first noise started to sound like decent noise, and then.
Right.
decent noise started to sound like music. And then, you know, when music was, you know, manifesting, that was just no turning back. And then when I started guitar was when I was able to get my hand around the neck of the guitar, pretty much. So literally, there's pictures of me just running around making noise on the strings. Then next thing I know, we're putting on a concert. When I was in 2nd grade, we did a whole set of songs with my dad on guitar, me on the drums, and 2nd grade. You know what I mean?
That's
and
amazing.
Did it in front of the whole school. We just did some cover songs, did some Elvis, this and that. You know, me on the drum set the whole time, and it was kind of cool. You know, your popularity definitely, you know, boosts a little bit.
That's cool.
The teachers are definitely a little bit, you know, bewildered. They're just like, okay, this guy's trying to say something. You know, this kid's not messing around. So, you know, you definitely give an impression for the faculty there. They're just like, okay, this kid wants to head somewhere, and you know, that's definitely one of the benefits of doing it as a child. You know, I had the whole child prodigy thing for a while when I was like 11 or 12, and ripping solos like better than some of the adults, or doing it just as good as them. And then like I remember playing in my first band at age 12, and then like we were doing some cover songs, and then being able to nail the solos of some of these 90s bands, like growing up listening to Nirvana and Pearl Jam and the Goo Goo Dolls and a lot of those 90s bands, that Red Hot Chili Peppers, all the bands, those bands are just like some of my biggest influences. I think that was my era, like classic rock was for my dad. That was my era of music. Was like, you know, between the rock and the hip hop and everything that was out at that time, the alternative and some of the heavy metal and hard rock stuff was just so good. Guns N' Roses, you know, stuff like that. And
major talent.
Absolutely. And my first real concert was actually in Syracuse. It was the Bridges to Babylon tour with the Rolling Stones and Our Lady Peace opening the show, and that was absolutely mind-blowing. And I think it was that concert that really just told me. I was with one of my classmates and friends I'd known him since 2nd grade to this day, and we both went to that concert with his family. And I knew, me and him actually both knew at that time, like, this is what we want to do with our lives. Absolutely. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it was always like, you know what I mean? I was playing before that. And what was cool was, like, you know, all my friends that came over to my house, you know what I mean? They walk into the house, and there's a drum set here, there's guitars here. So I got a lot of my friends into music that are having music careers today.
I love that.
So I don't want to say like I'm, you know, responsible for that or anything, but I could definitely say, like, you know, they were influenced,
which is good.
They knew I had those tools at the house. They're like, hey, can we come over to your house and play? You know, and seriously, we're gonna play seriously. We're not playing Legos here. We're doing something a lot cooler and a lot something that kids don't get to do every day. So it's basically just making use of those tools right in front of me. And then you know, right now with Artist Reach, that's the name of the company, by the way, I opened the doors with that in 2013 under a different name called the Packed Music Society. That I actually had like a business partner / girlfriend at the time, which is a really horrible combination, by the way. And you know what I mean? She was a girlfriend first, and then she just kind of took interest in the platform, and then I was just like...
Can we take that caller real quick? Is that okay?
Go right ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. Rockland World Radio. You're live on direct.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, who are we speaking with?
This is James with the Resurrection Recovery Agency. I'm on the roster with Justyn Brodsky's Artist Reach.
All right.
You got somebody directly.
That's hot.
All right. How's it going, buddy?
I just want to give a big shout out to Artist Reach and Justyn Brodsky. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. I forgot. Today is my birthday. I almost forgot that myself. Being in the rain all day, I'm thinking, like, you know, I figured could have been a better day on the forecast for my birthday, but it is what it is, making the best of it. So thank you for the birthday shout out, man. Thank you very much. I turned 32 today.
Awesome. Awesome.
32. Happy birthday. That's
Thank
awesome,
you, brother.
Man.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling in, man. It's cool that we're getting some public interest out there. There's definitely a lot that's going on with the company, and if you're on the roster especially, man, we have a lot going on right now. You know, we have the Artist Reach talk show, which is something that I believe James is very familiar with.
Okay.
And then on top of that, we also have the review platform where we give you like a 5-star review.
Nice.
We feature you right on the website. We have an enormous network. We have over 190,000 Twitter followers.
Isn't that wonderful?
None of them are bought or robotically put in there. None of that. Everything is 100% authentic.
I like that.
Genuine. On Facebook, good following there too. We're just under 24,000 fans and likes. And this is literally like one of the things that I did was first of all, we have a caller on the line. James, do you have any questions? I almost forgot about him. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. I've just got nothing but praise. Okay. Nothing but praise for the Artist Reach platform and what they're doing for artists out there everywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Explain for. I'm sorry about that. What'd you say? Explain what you do for the artists. Oh, for the artists. Well, the platform is basically designed as like a for musicians by musicians platform. Me and another co-CEO named Michael Anati. We've been out in the playing field for quite some time. I explained that I've been doing it since I was a kid. And Michael Anati, he's out in the Bay Area of California. Yeah. And me and him have, gotten a real close rapport over the past couple of years. So I figured, he can cover everything on the West Coast. I can, battle up on the East Coast, and we could basically, make a good name for ourselves. And he's out. Under Michael Anati and the Kings, he plays under. So, an amazing artist. He has like a world-class reggae sort of sound. Awesome. Very talented. And he's got such a big heart of gold, too. Like, this guy's just a total sweetheart. Yeah. Every time you want to talk to him. So, it's just like, we are the guys that have actually experienced music and the industry hands-on. Right. So, if these guys need to go on a tour, we can help you with that. If you guys need any advice on a contract, maybe we're not attorneys, but we can at least lead you in the right direction.
That's good.
You want a good review written for you, we can do that. You want a testimonial written to get into a venue and get you playing, at your local venues, we can start you out on that. No matter what level you are at, we can take you to that next show, the next review that you need. If you need studio time somewhere in some place that, we are very connected. We have a lot of connections that we've made over the years as artists.
And I appreciate that, because there's so many people in this industry who are swindling people, and we need people like Justyn out here, who can really represent the artist,
Yeah, and you know what I mean? And people like James, like, you know what I mean? Like yourself and people on the roster are absolutely the ones that are helping make this happen, you know what I mean? It's not just us, it's the artists that are, helping support it. It's really like give and take thing here. So it's really great, like, where I look at it, like any money that we make, it's usually we put it right back in there, so we can help the artists even more. So spread it out even more and keep expanding as much as we can. Get the name out everywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of putting it in your pocket and going to the dollar menu every day, it's just like, what, we actually have some decent plans. We do have a blueprint that I think where you keep setting new goals, and then you just keep reaching that one, and then you get to the next one, and then we're going to do everything from, we'll get a t-shirt brand going at some point. We have some cool, like, music slogans that some people...
I want one.
You'll get one. We'll make sure.
We want one, too, right here.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? There's so much you can do when you get a couple really, when you get a really good team going. We have a couple executive directors. We have somebody doing the talk show with us. Okay. We have another girl doing contributive writing that's doing some of the review stuff. And just people that are really taking, like, interest in what we're doing, and like if they're interested, we're interested in you, and like we really like connect with the I'm surprised of how many awesome people, especially guys like James, that we've met. You know what I mean? Especially on the roster, you know what I mean? And it's all walks of life. We don't exactly just go for one genre. We don't exactly you know what I mean? It's like, anyone that wants to come and have us check them out, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where we don't really turn you away necessarily. It's like, whether you're just starting out or whether you're at, a decent level, you're trying to get up there. Yeah. You know what I mean? It really depends. Like, we personalize everything. Yes. Like, there is no price tag on anything necessarily. Like, we really do the consultation and really figure out exactly, how we can benefit you the best and what we can do with them. And then we sort of, come together and meet up in the middle and see exactly, where we can take that artist. So it's really about personalization. You can't have the same plan for two artists necessarily. You know what I mean? Because I think they have different goals. They have different, avenues. And we try to select the best avenue for them. Okay. And, we work with almost any budget. You know what I mean?
Any budget? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Contact
Seriously,
this man.
even if you have $5, we could probably figure out something really cool to do with $5.
You better contact this man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, more the merrier no matter what.
Yeah,
but, it's
cool.
like, I always tell people, it's like, no matter what it is or how much money you're spending, with Artist Reach, and you're not just investing in us, you're investing in yourself as well, because you are coming to the right people.
Right.
You're coming to the people that didn't just learn it, but we lived it, experienced it. We did this hands-on, make sure you don't make the same mistakes we did.
It's nice.
Make sure that, we're keeping up with the times on our platforms and on our social media. We make sure that we can put things out, and, we always give free advice. That's always free. Advice is always free.
Yay,
you know what I mean?
Free advice.
Free advice. So
awesome.
There's a lot out there where, you know what I mean, where if you're just simply paying attention, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot of, we do support the DIY platform, the do-it-yourself sort of thing where, I've had people come to me with some pretty vague questions like, can you get me famous? It's just like, I don't know, can I? You tell me. It's just like, but, I try to break it down from there. It's just like, all right, well, why don't we break that question down in some little... okay, that's up here. Let's get to the bottom of the pyramid right now. Let's just have that as a visual fix, So, other than that, like, so far, how long have you been on the platform with us, James?
I have been on the platform, the roster, for about a month and a half.
Okay, cool. And one thing that we are doing is, and I know because we have a bunch of artists on the roster, is one thing I'm pretty sure you've noticed is on our official website we do the reviews, and we do have one scheduled for you. So what we usually do is we end up making contact with you, or you contact with us, and then we usually schedule the review and schedule an appearance on the Artist Reach talk show, which is actually called ARTS, A-R-T-S. That acronym is actually sitting right in front of us, and we didn't even know it for a little while. I'm just like, Artist Reach talk show, ARTS. That was like, just sort of like fate standing right in front of you, and it's just like, hi, how's it going? Hi, how you doing? Took a minute to notice that.
That's awesome.
So that was really cool. So right now, like, what we're doing is we're gonna get like a whole separate logo made for that, and a whole separate thing made up, and then we're gonna put that out on blast really nice. Have a little archive of shows that we've already done.
Very nice.
And the host is an awesome guy, James. You should meet him.
I'd love to meet him sometime.
Absolutely, man. So you're from where'd you say you were from again?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois.
Shout outs to Chicago.
All right, White Sox. Woo!
South Side.
South Side. All right.
Well, we want to thank you for calling in.
Thank you, James.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely,
shout out to Justyn.
And you're on our once you're on the roster, man, you're family with us, man. That hashtag Artist Reach Family. Don't be afraid to use that every now and then, because I think that's something we're gonna try to trend.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and with that being said, we want to ask you a little bit about your music and your guitar and your songs.
Oh yeah, the guitar. Oh, I put it over there. But anyways, well, with the music, like I've been writing. I have like probably 300 or 400 songs in my head and written on the guitar that have just sort of been sitting on a shelf in my head or just in the bedroom.
Let's take one more caller.
Yeah,
we're going to take one more.
Radio.
You're live and direct.
Yeah, hi. I'm trying to get on with Justyn and Artist Reach.
Yes. Hi, he's here on the stage.
Speaking.
Any questions for him?
Yeah, I want to ask him. A couple questions.
Well, can I ask you where you're calling from first?
My name is Rob from the Bronx.
Okay.
Rob from the Bronx. All right. So he's from the city.
Shout outs to the Bronx.
What's up, Rob?
Okay, ask away. Ask away. Ask Justyn what you want to, ask him.
I want to ask you, Justyn, what do you do with those people that call up and ask you to make them famous overnight?
You've been listening for a few minutes. Awesome. Well, like I said, I believe I try to get down to the real heart of the matter. Of course, I think everybody wants to be famous. I think that goes without question. I mean, that's really that's the most light at the end of the tunnel that you could possibly get. one way or another, depending on how far that, fame can go. And there's a difference between famous and infamous. You don't want to be infamous. Anyways, besides that, I usually try to break it down. It's just like, all right, you want to be famous. I think that's most people's, like, just like I want to win the lottery, duh. I wouldn't mind it, but basically, I'm just like, all right, well, we do this in sort of a stepping stone sort of thing, let's get to where you're at now. First of all, I do a little bit of research on the artist to see what they have out, what their, draw looks like, to see, if they know the industry pretty well. Like, I don't want, like, one thing is the unsuspecting artist or the artist that doesn't have quite the knowledge, they're safe coming to us. Like, they might end up in the wrong hands or going to the wrong person, dumping the money to the wrong people. And then, they, in the end, you get promised the world. They're like, some people might say, yeah, we'll make you famous. Just send $5,000 over right now. We'll get that started for you right away. And then, we're not going to play games and, mess with people's money like that. I'm a firm believer in karma, first of all. That's going to come right back around and, do something. Certainly not going to get you nice reviews. I'll tell you that right now. So keeping a good reputation is always there. And Artist Reach is a 5-star company from what we see online. Nice. We have all 5-star reviews and a few 4s, which is, I believe, almost just as good as a 5. I mean, they're still writing something really nice.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, and there's like a good between 65 and 70 reviews written on their own so far. We're trying to ask people to write more, so that's all the feedback we can get. So yeah, I basically try to break it down for them. I'm just like, of course you want to be famous, but let's work. What do we have to work with now? So that's more like, okay, that's in the future, and that's something we can get to eventually, but we have a long road ahead of us. So what part of that road are we at now? So basically we break it down, we back the truck up a little bit, and then we sort of take it from there, and then, put them realistically. I try to have them be a realist to, the best of their ability. So that's probably the best answer I can give you, is like, we just back the truck up and make sure that they know that we can't get them famous overnight. That is just like winning the lottery, and if you win it, that's great, but we can't do that for you. So Artist Reach, if you want to come with us, can't get you fame overnight, but we can get you some very good quality services, and you're going to meet a great family of people and a very good professional team. Nice. So if that answers your question, I hope it does.
Yeah. Okay, Justyn, thank you. You guys in Artist Reach and everybody out there, you're the best.
Thank you.
Everybody wants to be in your family. I love you guys. God bless.
God bless, man. Thank you for calling.
Hey. Okay, and we want you to put some music together for us. What kind of song are you going to do for us today?
Well, let me see. My guitar right now, I didn't get a chance to put new strings on it. And so I'm going to do this to the best of my ability.
Okay.
I was thinking of maybe doing like one of mine and maybe a cover song.
Okay,
so,
that's fine.
Yeah, so let me just step off the grid here for a second.
Okay, okay.
Say hello to everybody out there in Rockland County and beyond.
Okay.
And I didn't even bring any guitar picks with me either, so we're going to have to use a coin. So we're going really ghetto here. We're going old school.
You can sit right in front of that if you want to. It's up to you. Sit here. It's up to you. You can stand up too if you want to.
Nah, it's all right.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with a cover song. So we're gonna jump back to the 1990s. What I do is in Washington Square Park, I started this a few years ago, where I actually go out there instead of putting a guitar case out and asking for people to drop a quarter or a dollar in. I go with a set list and go up to groups of people, and there's 65 songs they can choose from.
Okay.
I just basically say, hey, welcome, this is your first Park Serenade. And they eat this up, like college kids. Women especially love this. Women want to be serenaded most of the time. A lot of the tourists and the sunbathers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, when you get those tips, it's like in the 10s and the 20s and stuff like that. Because, like, you know, if you give them a nice performance and you talk with them and you got some dialogue and you're not out to buy drinks or anything weird with it, you know what I mean? I think they're pretty generous. So this is one of the most requested songs I have on that set list. This is from a band called Oasis. The song is called Wonderwall.
Nice.
day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. 'Cause I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street, the fire in your heart is out. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard it all before, you never really had a doubt. 'Cause I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Whoa, about you now. 'Cause all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. No, I don't know how. 'Cause maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. About you now. 'Cause all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. And there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. No, I don't know how. 'Cause maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. And I said maybe, yeah, you're gonna be the one that saves me. Yeah, and after all, you're my wonderwall. Thank you guys.
Guitar's gonna have to be tuned right away. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, well, actually, believe it or not, it sounds like a tin can right now because it's raining outside. So, I have to get a case specialized for this guitar because it's actually something that's made directly from Sam Ash. So, like, you know what I mean? It's just, rain will kind of mess the intonation up a little bit, and I haven't changed the strings, and I'm playing with a nickel. So it's like, I'm really making use of the resources here the best that I can. So, yeah.
Wonderful. What is the next song that you have for us?
Let me see. I'm just going to have to pull this out of nowhere. Let me see. See, when it comes to my songs, it's just like, wow, there's like such a catalog in my head. And it's just one of those things. So I'm going to have to go with... See, that's like I have a song that I want to play, but it sounds almost like the one I just played now. But actually, I'm gonna do it anyway. The song is called "Make the Right Moves." Oh yeah, I can face. I can do an about face, no problem. All right. At least for me it was. Let's see your names up in the song because I just broke a string. So that was 1.5.
Yes, and I just want you to give out your contact information on camera. Let
Absolutely.
everybody know how they can reach you. Okay?
Absolutely. So, all right. So for Artist Reach, the best way to contact is if you're on Twitter. It's just the name itself, Artist Reach, ARTISTREACH, and there's that. And for Facebook, it's facebook.com/Artist Reach Official. So it's Artist Reach and then the word official. For our official website, it's artistreachofficial.com. So same as the / for the Facebook. And between those 3 platforms, you can find everything else that we're doing. There's the another Twitter page for the talk show and everything else that's attached to that. When you get to the official website, you know, you can pretty much navigate from there and find everything else, including all the reviews is right on the front page. So it's cool to do a new review and post it, and they get to see that they're the front page feature, and then it stays there. You could scroll down, and that's archived forever. So
that's awesome.
No matter what, once you're up on there, like I said, you're family. You're there
awesome.
for life, and that's one thing that we're never gonna stay out of line of vision. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So it's definitely got a family atmosphere to it. I definitely like the interest in it's been great. We Motown Records gave us the seal of approval, so you know what I mean. That was an honor.
Honor.
We have Mr. Powell. We have got one of the guys from American Idol from season 12.
Okay.
So he's on the roster right now, doing a hell of. We hit up 42nd Street a couple of weeks ago. That was a lot of fun.
Cool.
It's on my Instagram too. If you want to catch me on Instagram, it's just my name, Justyn Brodsky, JUSTYN. The I is.
I keep telling everybody that.
The I is for infamous, infamously not there. It's with a Y. Why is it there? I don't know. But anyway, I can go out all day about the jokes with the Y. And Brodsky's also with a Y too, no I at the end. So yeah, Justyn Brodsky. I also, if you go to the Twitter page on Artist Reach, you get my personal account there too for Twitter.
Okay. Okay.
You can reach out there. If you want to get in touch with me via email, it's either JustynBrodsky@gmail or Justyn@artistreachofficial.com. And that you could email me for anything, whether it's inquiries, advice, anything to do with disappearance, or just ask away. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty open-minded guy. Just give a shout out. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, you and Stephanie are very positive people, and that's why I am welcoming you back at any time. You really guys are some awesome people, and I'm glad I met you guys.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's definitely an honor and a pleasure, and the magazine too. That's a really cool.
Vehicle there.
Absolutely. That's a cargo vehicle. I'm just like, now this is something to bring around to your friends.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You can catch Justyn on the front cover of our magazine. You can catch him out hardline, online, and print. And in print, depends on what you want to do with the magazine. You can do it online and order, or you can do it in print and have a hard copy shipped to your business or your home. Okay. So definitely support this gentleman, a very talented person. He's positive, and he's doing big things. That's what we need in this industry.
Yeah, like one thing that's for sure is like, first of all, you can't have failure as an option. That's something that's
big.
That's huge.
That's
and
big.
On top of that, you know what I mean? You got to manifest new ideas and, and divide and conquer, sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
There's ways to play it safe, but then one thing you have to do if you're going to try to put, like, to be if you want to change the game a little bit, is you got to take some risks.
Yeah.
And, but they're good risks. They're not, it's not something that's going to get us in too much trouble.
Sure. Sure.
It's more just like, I think if the cards are played right, which I really believe, between the team that's on board right now and the knowledge that is, like there between everybody, it's like, to me, it's almost a no-brainer. It's
Absolutely.
like, you know what I mean? There's too much talent, there's too much knowledge in one place, and I really think, like, between everybody's work ethics in the right places,
Right.
and everyone's dedication there as well, and the public interest.
Yes.
I'm happy with over 190,000 Twitter followers, and we actually it's over 191 right now. It goes like up another 1,000 like every few days. Once you get past a certain point, they start to pour in.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool. Like once like it started out just like slow, and then just starts to progress. And I had no plans on that whatsoever. It's just I just did it genuinely. I passed it around everything I was doing in Washington Square Park.
Yeah. And
everything that I was doing, like between like my networking friends, everyone I met on tours, everyone I played in bands with, the word just got out and people started to really believe in the idea, and they took personal interest, and the word got out, and I guess it just sort of, it's just like the talk show was just something that just sort of conjured out of thin air. That was not a plan. That was something where I ended up meeting the right guy and the right person that wanted to take that on, and then boom, we have the Arts Reach talk show, and then who knows what'll happen tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow's. That's for sure. Absolutely. That's one of the most exciting things. You never know who you're going to meet and what impact they're going to have on you. So.
Absolutely. And never judge a book by its cover. You don't know who knows who, and you don't know what you can bring to the table unless you try.
You got to be humble.
You got to be humble. Humble is the key.
That's right. Because,
Okay, so we want to thank you for coming on, Justyn.
Yes, it was good. It's a pleasure. It's an absolute honor. So, this is a lot of fun.
Thank you. You've reached Rockland World Radio, NMS Youthology Hour, every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. This is the live show. And then if you missed this show, you can go up on the YouTube and you can watch the archive. You're going to see this archive tonight, and you can check him out on Facebook and Twitter. He's on our new magazine cover from Mountain Dog Entertainment. Thank you, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
It's not just radio, it's Rockland World Radio. RocklandWorldRadio.com